Hi guys, this is just a quick kit list. I've already kind of packed half of it away, which is a mistake. I made one yesterday, but it just felt a bit shit, so I'm doing another one. So far in the bag, we've got the tent, and then I've got this dry bag. See how it's clipped up at the top? So everything in there is completely waterproof. So I've got spare change of clothes at the bottom, sleeping bag, my stove, as well as, you know, a pan and some bowls, plates and a cup, cutlery, and then my food's at the top. And then on the outside, I'm gonna strap the poles in the stool and then that strapped to the front. And then I've got nifty little side pockets for all the more technical stuff that I'll probably need a bit more regularly. That is what a full kit looks like. I mean, we are absolutely stuffed. Like I say, I'm maybe prepping for a bit of a doomsday situation. You know, I've got emergency bivvy bags, massive first aid kit, stuff like that. It's my first one. We'll see how we go and make adjustments for the next one. Okay, so we're setting off, leaving an hour earlier basically because my fucking train's been cancelled. Probably looking like we're gonna get there about 3:30 instead of 3. When we get there, I'm going to try to get a refund for this next train and then figure out the bus. So unfortunately, it looks like the suspicions were confirmed. It's going to be, well, 45 minutes pretty much dead on, waiting just here. You know, the sun's probably 2/3 of the way, no, 3/4 of the way through the sky. So I think we will be a bit tight on daylight. So just because I'm bored, I'll do a quick fit check. So on the bottom we've got the Vivo Barefoot Magma Forest Escape. And then trousers, these which are from Mountain Warehouse, they were 80 quid down to 50 or something. And then this Sprayway, which I've had for years and years and years, as you can tell from the broken there. You know, they've got rips and holes all over it. I'm not even sure it's that waterproof anymore. And initial thoughts, I've got the gloves on now as well. But initial thoughts are that it's going to be cold, really cold. Okay, so we've made it to Chilworth. There you can see the station, where I should have been getting off. Okay, watch is ticking. Yeah, so we're going to make some headway. I don't know how hilly or anything this is going to be. And I'm bursting from piss as well. First impressions of kind of the map reading side of things is it's really tricky. I think, you know, you're always doubting yourself when you're actually down, especially when you're a bit worried about where you're going to sleep tonight. And I know I'm sounding a bit dramatic, but I am nervous. It's, like I said, it's my first one. Just to back up some of my turns so far. I mean, we're only 700 meters in, but I just wanted to verify that I was where I thought I was. But this first kilometre has been completely uphill. It's got this really sandy floor. Makes for a nice, softer ground to walk on now. Ah, look at this. Look, he's coming. It's like being back at Formby Beach. So I think I'm getting the hang of the navigation a bit more. I think what I was doing with the navigation is I thought I was walking further than I actually had, when in actuality I hadn't gone that far. And then like, I didn't know we were meant to be bending yet. But... Okay, so I was chatting a load of shit and basically had done exactly what I just said about jumping ahead. You look on the map, you're like, right, I'll be there, then the crossroads and this and that. It's clearly much harder than that, is what I'm sort of saying. But this is why we're doing the practice now. I'll let you know in 10 minutes if I've checked on my phone and then I have to go back. But with the forest, there's literally no landmarkers apart from trails crossings. I'm feeling a lot more confident about being able to camp somewhere like this. Okay, again, it's not going too hot. I know definitely where I am now. Definitely on the path I'm meant to be on, but we've lost time. You know, I'm not a million miles off, like maybe 5 minutes back. But if we continue at this pace, it will definitely be dark when we're setting up camp. I'm not asked about setting up in the dark. I just want to have a place ready, because I can't be on this shit. It's got to be an actual clearing. I've got the compass on now, which is a massive help when you come into these sort of like four-way junctions of paths that all are the same. Just take a bearing and then you know which one actually is yours. This is all a learning curve. It's much tougher than I expected. It's a bit humbling. So we've got about, well, probably about 500 meters until our first checkpoint. This is going to be a theme, but I massively jinxed myself then. Jump forward again. So there's definitely a theme of the mistake I'm making here. I need to see if I can realise that and improve on it. Made it to checkpoint 1. I guess it would be 4.5 kilometres using a bit of string and measuring. It's actually been 4 kilometres with a few wrong turns. I'm in Farley Green. The houses here are just fantastic. Bit of a chocolate box town. Not sure I'd live here, but it's beautiful. So we're in that final hour of sun at the moment. You start to feel some of the midges and potentially mosquitoes coming around. I love these, you know, high banks here. So just been past a very obvious identifier for where we are on the map, which is brilliant. Got about another kilometre on this trail, which is just, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Then we've got to navigate through Winterfold Wood and find somewhere to pitch up our tent in Hurtwood. I think in the future I'm going to try learn, you know, the species of trees, different wildlife. I saw a rabbit back there, and that just adds a little bit of, you know, educational and entertainment value. If it continues to get darker at this rate, then I may adapt a little bit and just pitch up in Winterfold Wood. I've not seen a person for at least an hour. You know, this sort of stuff for me looks perfect for camping on. The leaf cover should make the ground softer for me as well with my shit roll mat. Okay, so a big breakthrough. For the first time of this trip, I've trusted my compass more than my gut feeling of where I was going. Lo and behold, it's taking me the right way. We are getting into some pretty fucking cool part now, this Winterfold Wood. It makes you grateful that we don't have bears or wolves either. Just came across this woman standing on her own by this crossways, and it said caution, filming in progress. And she said, just to warn you, there's a bit of haze, there's not an actual fire. And you can see down there is smoke coming up just there. So I reckon, and over there you got all those people, so I reckon they're going to be filming some sort of, I don't know, I actually don't know, but that's quite cool. Could be the next Game of Thrones for all we know. I tell you what, it must be a big operation as well. Look at all these cars. You heard it here first. Next Vikings, next Game of Thrones. It's all happening over there. Winterfold Wood. But I guess if it's a remote enough wood where they can be doing this sort of filming, then it indicates that it's good enough to be camping in. I've just chucked on the rain cover because I'm not willing to break my portable charger and things like that. There's like a load of people in high vises up here, so I'm hoping I can still get through. She was really nice, the lady in the high vis. Going down a super steep decline at the minute. Yeah, so it's a massive operation, really cool to see. I said, do you know what it's for? And she said, oh, they don't tell me nothing. I went, yeah, that was just not. So I'm afraid no more spoilers. But right, back again. That was a massive downhill. Now I got this fucker to go up. The camera is not doing that justice. That is an absolute incline. Reminds me of the sand dune. That was a fucker. I'm not exaggerating. Heart rate up to 164. I'm so gassed though. I'm so happy to be here. This road is signifies about a kilometre, maybe 1.1 kilometres to roughly where I wanted to camp. So that means I'm about 11, 12 minutes away if I keep at this pace, and there's still a bit of light. So I think I found a spot. Made it to exactly where I wanted to be. I've got cover along this side from this baby tree forest. There's a path which could be seen, but I've got a green tent. There's nothing over there, apart from maybe a path like 100 metres that way, and nothing back there. The ground, there were a few spots, but they were just really close to the path that would have been perfect in terms of putting a tent up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes just trying to clear anything spiky away from here, because the worst case scenario will be putting a hole through my tent. Because that suddenly becomes a very expensive trip when I'm trying to save money by doing this sort of stuff. Before you feel bad, all these ferns are dead. They're coming up with no difficulty at all. If you saw me looking up, I was just looking, I saw a few branches on the floor. I was just wondering if there was anything that could fall on me in the night, causing any serious harm, but luckily they're all thin branches. We should limit bird shit as well. What's nice as well is this ground appears to be really soft, like there's a layer of moss over it. Do a bit of interior decor and then make a little kitchen outside for me, and we'll be back when that's all done.
Here we've got a little sandwich getting made. I've got onion, fresh red onion, fresh cucumber and fresh avocado.
It went terribly wrong. It was literally a turkey burrito. Well, that's even generous. It was turkey mince. The whole thing fell apart. It tasted a bit dodgy as well, to be honest.
I'm going for part 2 with a little bit of luck. That should produce a better burger, because that last one, yeah, you can't call it a burger. Okay, so part 2 of the burger is actually going fucking well. How dare I say?
Final check-in, only 8:15. I want to be up early and out, so yes, I'm really pleased with that turkey burger. It's been a great day actually. The hike was stunning, and I learnt a lot. There is the nerve-wracking side of camping out in the middle of the woods alone. You know, as it got later, I almost got more comfortable. It was kind of that turning from light to dark time that was the most scary. And I'll see you all in the morning. I've just woken up. I got 8.5 hours sleep apparently, which is not fucking bad. I'm gonna get a new roll mat because fuck this one. So I'm just gonna put in some milk. Gonna add that. So my tent is packed down.
shoes ready. I've got to go out, face the elements. And I tell you what, first look outside. This is fucking sick. I can't believe I just stayed there. Unofficial campsite. Oh, I am absolutely buzzing. Just like that, we're packed up and ready to go. Goodbye camp spot. It's good to us. Working our way back to the bridleway now. When I came last night, that was where I was thinking, but it was right here next to the path, so I think that would have been a massive mistake, to be honest. You came up the road, saw the sign, and then you get up here and you're faced with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially even 6. I mean, I know it's not that way, but 6 different options. And then on my map, we're here. Gaston's farm was there. In fact, try and focus. And we've walked up here and we're meant to be going that way. So what I've done, I get my compass along the line that I've drawn, or the path you know you want to take. And then you align these arrows in the middle of the compass so that they're in line with the blue grid marks on your map. So once you've done that, you get your compass and you align the red arrow in the back with the north needle, and then you know that whichever way the arrow at the top is pointing is your path, i.e. this one right here, and it just gives you that peace of mind. And now we've got the fucking juicy incline. I wonder what makes this like soapy looking. Is what differentiates just normal forest, normal wood, to a copse. This bridleway marks checkpoint 3. Oh, rain's picking up. It's in about a kilometre, maybe a kilometre and a half. We'll be back in civilization anyway. Just get the waterproof OS map. It's an extra like 4 or 5 quid, and I really wish I had it now. So earlier I mentioned Widowmaker, and you can see there you've got the branch that's snapped, and that is a Widowmaker and a half. The rain is actually in its own right really nice. I could see myself, you know, when I win the Euro Millions, moving somewhere like this where you still only, you know, an hour on a train from central London, but you've got all this woodland, all this countryside at your doorstep. There's no one here to kind of piss you off either. Too busy fucking fantasising. I've gone over 500 metres the wrong way. Nice little kilometre detour.
in my defence, right, that is quite clearly as much of a road as that is. This road is marked as the same weighting on a map as this. I'm trying to make excuses, alright? What a great building. Free manure there as well. We're heading back to Gomshall now. Got a drag of water left, but not much really. For a ram glare over there. Have a good munch, guys. Hello. Yeah, I could do with an apple. Enjoy. Hello. I'm scared of him. Oh, he must be the chief. So we've made it to Gomshall train station. So overall, you know, 10 out of 10 experience, absolutely loved it. I mean, there's a few things I've definitely learned. One, I want to bring baby wipes to clean up pots and pans and stuff like that. Luckily, I didn't need a shit on this trip. So hand sanitizer as well. More water I'd like to bring. And the other thing is with the food. So I brought obviously like quite fancy meals, but they took up a crazy amount of pack weight. I'm thinking I might look into some like dehydrated meals. The other thing I've learned is that fucking don't put anything except boiling water in that jet boil pan. And more the navigational side of things, it takes a while for anyone starting out. It takes a while for your eyes and your feet to kind of sync up with how far you've got on the map. What you're looking around, you know, obvious markers to look out for. What I'm saying is it's going to go wrong for 99% of people. It went very wrong for me a few times, and you know, without my phone being able to go back and say, oh, am I actually here? Which I needed to do on 6 or 7 occasions. So the next time I want to go, right, try no phone but have the phone. And then the time after that, just not take the phone at all and really, you know, commit to it. So that's what I've learned, that's my advice, and I think that will probably conclude the trip. So thank you for watching if you made it to this part, and yeah, see you on the next one.